Hi, my name is Paul Kelly, and this is the website that we created for the web animation programming. We did a website about used cars, sales and services, and it's called East Coast Autos and situated in Dundalk. It can be accessed at www.eastcoastautos.comlu.com. .comlu is here because it's hosted with 000 web host, which is a free server, so that's what I just have to put up with that. The rest of the team consisted of Robin Brandt and Shane Fagan. Robin made the logo here and the banner, and Shane made the animation. So everything else I made or constructed. It was a struggle to get even the logo and this here of Robin, and if I had asked her or Shane to do anything else, you'd have no website. So that's why I just took it upon myself to finish it. So I'll just give you a quick overview of the Dreamweaver here. We've for the site template implemented a template here system here, and so you can see that in action here on the index page where all this bit here is grayed out. Also, if you can see, I'll go back to the template because it's in color. I used the viewport command here, so that'll scale it on whatever device it has that it's opened on, so that it'll just come up as one. So I'll take you through the website. Just generally on every page here we have the nav bar, and it's animated in as if you roll over it, it changes color. The background color changes to a deep red, and you can see that the text also increases in size. So all these here, and when you get to the auto page, we have a drop down menu here, so they change as well, so it's a good indication where you are. On the footer here, the sitemap does something similar. When you roll over it, they all become bigger and change color. These social media icons are like sprites, so they have a WebKit animation on them too. So so when you roll over, they change. I put a transition of like I set up a CSS command called smooth, which when on hover it takes 0.8 seconds to run in, so that's why it just doesn't jump. It does it very visual. So I'll take you through the rest of the site here. On the home page, the animation here, and it can be skipped using the skip button. We have this statement that bounces in here, so it just tells you that we have quality service and extensive range of vehicles. This here is an image slider, and if you click on the picture of the car of the week, it'll open it up on that actual car of the week. So I'll just take that back there. So the slider is just infinite, and it just runs and runs and runs. So that's all done in CSS3. On rollover of the opening hours and this image logo here, they change color. So same again, I implemented the smooth CSS command just to make it happen slowly, not just instantly. So I'll move on to the about page. So on the rest of the pages we have this here, tells us that what page you're on, and it's done in a font called Gears. So it flashes in from the side. This is a statement here about the company. On the auto page you get on to servicing. So on the servicing page you have the name coming in here. Same again, when you roll over these divs here, they all change color, and the font changes as well. The opacity of them set so you can see through them at the beginning. So I have a transition on these here too, that they just don't change instantly, that they change with a bit of time. Down here I just made a small GIF, just as a bit of an advertising feature. On the sales page we have the sales coming through here. When you roll over each of the car pictures, you get a drop down div, and if I show you that, you click on the button here, it takes you to that car it's that car's individual page itself. I'll just go back here to show you that the input button itself has a transition on it too, so it doesn't change instantly. It changes over the period of 0.8 seconds and the color changes. So even if you press on the button or you just press on the picture, it'll take you to that car's individual page. Same here, these buttons here takes you back to the sales, and it's implemented down here too, so you don't have to scroll up. So each car has its own individual CSS image accordion that gives you pictures about each car. So if I go back to sales, I'll just choose another car here, this Audi TT, click the button, and another image accordion. So every car has its own image accordion and the details and the key facts about each one. On the contact page, we have the contact us coming scrolling in there. You roll over the map here, the background colors changes, and when you hover over each of these icons, the div beside it changes. So this is an example of pseudo classes where one div affects another. So if I go into the Dreamweaver, I'll show you some of the code. On the contact page, we have the divs here for, say, the address container and the class. There's a class of smoothing that. I'll show you that now in a second. So in the CSS, if I go to the address, so these here that holds the icon for the address, and this here's the div that's beside it that holds the information. And so this is where the pseudo class is implemented. When you hover over the contact icon, and this is how you implement a pseudo class, the address container is affected, so that the background color of it changes to the red and the color of the text changes to white. So this is all the code here for the nav bar. They're all list items. It's all pure CSS. So this is the smooth class that I made. Like, so it's implemented in several places throughout the site, just to make things a bit more smooth and visual. This here's for the accordion sliders on the individual car pages for the images. So then here are some of the keyframes, like, so this one here is for the image scroller on the home page. So it's implemented with the different for Microsoft Firefox, the Firefox, the Internet Explorer, and the Opera. The animated and the bounce in is for the text that bounce in on the home page. So this is the keyframes that control it. So it's basically changing its scale over different points. And this is the to animate the text that moves in on the about page, contact page, and the sales and the servicing page. It slides in from the side, so it translates and skews over different points. And the pulse is for the image on the home page, the 24-hour emergency response. So that's basically it. Thanks very much for listening. Good luck.